when you know yourself, when you know your values, that's when you can actually have the courage to be authentic. Recently, I had this young man reach out to me and start to pay me compliments, so that's nice, and then started to really hone in. He said, "You are trending." And I went, "I'm trendy?" He goes, no. I said, "Thank you." He goes, "You're trending with what you're doing." I said, "What do you mean I'm trending?" He goes, "What you're doing in your videos, your social media is actually trending now." I said, "What do you mean it's trending now? What am I doing?" And what he said to me was, he said, being authentic is actually getting traction. I said to him, "You mean, when you say authentic, do you mean being honest and real and being yourself?" He goes, "That's it." I said, "Actually, it's always been a trend. It's always been trending." You know, I always like to say, old-fashioned values will never go out of fashion. So that was shedding a bit of light to him. He thought it was a trend, but no. So what I like to say, hey, listen, let's talk about maybe today being authentic. This trend that seems to be happening. So listen to this. I always like to go to the dictionary, okay? Put simply, authentic means you're true to your own personality, values, and spirit, regardless of the pressures that are under to act otherwise. That's authenticity. Man, and this is the thing. They're saying, like this young bloke, it's trending on social media. Where I'm under the impression that's always going to trend. So what I'm getting to here, I remember years ago, and I've actually still got this sign that I would put up in the bathroom in my gym. So when a gentleman would take a leak, the sign was there, and it goes like this: "Be yourself, everyone else is taken." So as men, our actually responsibility is to actually be authentic. You're built with a set of values. You're made a certain way for a particular reason. So one of the things that I've learnt over time is actually, really it takes courage to actually be authentic. And I think possibly with this young bloke, that's maybe something that was a question mark in him, that he just lacked exercising courage. Because to be yourself is going to take all of you to actually be real and honest and open and not fall into the trap of copying, mimicking other people. Not that there's anything wrong with grabbing the right thing that aligns with you, but this is really what maybe, I always like to, if you're watching my stuff, man, be prepared for me to put my coach's hat on and you start learning about this masculine journey. And this is what I want you to focus on today, is how are you going saying yes and saying no? Are they in the right place? Are you saying yes to the things that you are aligned with? Or are you saying, when you should be saying yes, are you getting them around the wrong way? Because it happens, because some people are saying no to the things they do want to do and saying yes to the things they don't want to do. So, particularly when it comes to yes, I see a lot of men, when I say a lot of men that are going through our process, our Man Alive experience, the mentorship and the inner circle, they've forgot. They've been talked out of saying no to their mission, their purpose, the things that they're passionate about, the things that they're aligned with. So one of the things that I want you to do, okay, one of the things that's going to help you massively to be authentic and real, and I mean this is huge for a lot of men, is I'm going to put a link here. So I want you to actually do a values test. I want you to test yourself. Just answer some questions, and it'll help you be true to yourself. You know, we've all got a certain set of values, principles that we're living by. But sometimes we're living by other people's values. And that's where a lot of burnout is happening in men, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, a lot of confusion, you know. So gentlemen, click the link underneath here, I'll leave it there, and I want you to go through this values test, okay? This is what happens, right? This is what I've seen recently, because over my journey, I'm in my 50s now, but this is what a mentor said to me a long time ago, and he's been a mentor for like coming up 30 years, okay? Like since I was in my early 20s. And this is what he said to me. His nickname's the Professor. He's an old grey-haired guy, right? But this is what he said. He goes, what I valued in my 30s, because when he was in his 30s, he worked for a big mining company and was up in New Guinea, and he'd be just finding places that where there was no white fellas. He was going into the jungle, man. It was dangerous. There was cannibals there was headhunters. So he says, Gav, what I valued in my 30s was different to my 40s. Got a family, etc. He goes, what I valued in my 50s was different to my 60s. In my 60s, man, it goes, Gav, I'm in my 70s. What I value today is completely different to what I value back then. So, you know, this is something I think as on your masculine journey, as you're growing, as you're developing, as your mission is becoming clearer, your values will kind of tweak, shift, evolve, develop, you know. So I went to a dinner the other night. I'm here in Gozo. Absolutely extraordinary adventure we're on as a family. And one of the adventures we've been on is we joined this water polo club and meeting these amazing people, just doing something unique. Because you know what? Adventure is very high on my values. I live for adventure. I'm constantly doing things I've never done before. That makes me come alive, all right? Hence, I'm on this epic adventure with my family, a pilgrimage, okay? Anyway, so water polo season, I go to the dinner and I'm sitting next to, always meeting people. I love people. I'm meeting people, sit next to this guy, starts to talk, say, what do you do, mate? What makes you come alive? And anyway, long story short, he goes to me, I said, well, you know, what's your mission, you know? Like, what makes you come alive? He goes, I'm looking for an easy life. He goes, I'm looking to take things easy. I said, okay, easy. And I'm thinking like he doesn't look that old. Turns out he's 32 and he's looking to slow down. He goes, yeah, I've worked hard for years, he said. And he's just looking, he's got a house, he's building it, and that's it. He's settling down, he's retiring, he's slowing down at 32. So, that's his set of values. I would die if that was me. I would die. So gentlemen, he's doing what he wants to do. You know, what would be a mistake if he compared himself to me or I compared myself to him. So when you understand your values, you start dancing to the beat of your own drum, man. And like, I want a bigger drum, man. He wants a smaller drum. So by doing this values test, you're going to see what makes you come alive. Because I'm not saying he's right or wrong, or I'm right or wrong. I'm saying you need courage to follow your heart is what I'm saying, you know. So one of the things that, when you're in certain 12-step programs and what have you, every time you reach a milestone, and I've got a few of these, I've reached a few of these milestones, thank goodness, because they align with my values, okay? On the coin it says, "Thy know thyself." And that's what this is about. Thy know thyself. When you know yourself, when you know your values, okay, that's when you can actually have the courage to be authentic. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. So what I'd love is leave me a comment and let me know, Gav, I took the values test. I stepped up and I'm getting some questions to some answers that I didn't have. Over and out.